Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Pre-Market Show. How's it going, Andrew?
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, no, I'm doing well. I'm just glad the expiration week was over. Didn't have my best week last week, but you live and learn, right? So every day's a school day. And yeah, I've had a good week so far. Managed to take 3 trades out of the 4. We got that 3 green days. So yeah, looking good. Looking forward to today, but we do have a little bit of news around 3 o'clock. I think it's the Michigan data coming out, and that seems to trip me up the last couple of months. So I'm quite cautious of that. I think the last time we traded that was actually trading from Madrid. So yeah, looking forward to see what the markets do when they open in about 30 minutes time.
Yeah, I think the last time you were in Madrid, it was actually really, really good luck for the Arsenal, because I think you went to the Bernabeu before Arsenal played the first leg against Madrid, and Arsenal ended up progressing. Yeah, so if you are able to go to Paris, Parc des Princes, just do your magic there. Just I'll expense it.
Yeah, so I think hard from Madrid, like for the next couple of years. I just took my Manchester United luck with me to the Bernabeu. But yeah, okay, it's a trading show, but if you are in Madrid, the Bernabeu's a must, so definitely recommend it. But and well done to Arsenal. They played really well, and that hurts me to say. But for today, we are looking at ES on the futures. And at the moment, it's a little bit of a mixed bag for myself. I can see from H1 up to the weekly chart, it's showing an uptrend. But we are getting a pullback on M15 and M30. So hopefully we can get a screen of green before I take a trade around 9:45 this morning. And we'll jump over to my chart.
All right, here we go. Is that Oh, I thought you were trying to get me to put your chart up now.
No, that's fine. Nice little segue. So yeah, expirations calendar. So something in my years of trading I haven't really followed. And obviously I switched from Forex over to futures. And this did trip me up last week. And it really makes you question your strategy, right? So, I think out of the 5 days, I took 3 losses on the bounce, and that's a little bit unusual. And yeah, just couldn't get the opening range strategy to work. Obviously, I've done a little bit of a chat with yourself and done a little bit of digging about the expirations and how we can make the market quite volatile. It actually does affect the opening range strategy when trading. So yeah, it wasn't the best week for me. So I've actually marked this up in my calendar, and I printed this off and stuck it on my monitor. So yeah, if you are trading, Forex or futures on the lower time frames, these dates, the expiration calendar dates for equity index, ETFs, etc. It's something to be mindful of for sure.
Yeah, I think it's something that we don't often give a lot of attention to, things like options expirations and the impact that they have. I did want to just share a quick chart that I have. So this would have been up. So on this chart that you have up, it shows every month when there's options expiration, OPEX for short. And if we look at how the markets move during that time, you can have a look at your favorite individual stock, whether it's Tesla, Disney, Apple, Google. We could talk about Google later. But if we look at the S&P as a sort of broad market, this is how it moved on options expiration. So the previous day would have been the Wednesday. So we closed there, and it's just chop, up and down chop for the day. So these are the types of days when you don't need to overtrade. You don't need to try and force trades. It ends up being very difficult to make money, depending on your strategy, obviously. But if you are trend following or a momentum trader, very difficult. And then to show you OPEX week very quickly, then we got 9 minutes to the open. This was OPEX week, so relatively choppy again. So started the week here, we went up, down, then we got that 90-day tariff pause from Trump. And then after that, it just kind of chopped around a little bit. So you don't have to trade every day, and particularly you don't have to trade when it's OPEX week, and especially OPEX day.
Yeah, for sure. And good lesson learned and a good catch up in the week. But talking about
Yeah.
tariffs, so yeah, we've had some good red and green days, especially on some of the stocks. But at the moment, we're starting to see a little bit of a push up. But I'm just waiting for Trump to tweet something just to totally turn that on his head.
Yeah, I'm looking at Twitter now. I've now become a Twitter expert. I've downloaded Truth Social. I never thought I was ever going to say that, but I follow Trump, I follow the White House, and I follow his press secretary.
Yeah, he'll be wearing a red cap next week. I can see it now.
No way. Oh, did you know that the Trump store is they're selling hats that say Trump for 2028. If you wanted to buy those hats, they are available.
Yeah, I can't see that happening with the Constitution unless something changes drastically. But yeah, just reading up on some of the news now. So the futures markets are saying stocks experience a slight downturn today. S&P 500 down 0.1%. So that's not too drastic. And that's following a 3-day rally. And your favorite gold fell a whole 1% as the US and China are trying to get around the table and have a chat. And same with oil as well. So what's your market sentiment? What are you thinking going into the open?
So yeah, we have I think there's a lot of conflicting headlines. So it's like instead of having to worry about whether or not it's AI generated stuff, it seems like it's Trump contradicting himself at times. So, or his administration or his cabinet. So it's very confusing. The last I heard was China is saying that they're not in negotiations. Trump is saying they are in negotiations and they're going well. So they both can't be right. It's like, get out the popcorn.
Yeah, it's
unless Trump is speaking to some other country that is not China. I have no idea what could be happening. But yeah, that's the latest. I know when we get positive news about China and the US talking or some de-escalation on the tariff front, markets love that. And we've seen the last 3 days, I think we're up like 3%, more than 3%. So if that continues today's the last day of the week, I think we could continue higher if we get some more positive tariff news, whether that's China finally says, yes, we are talking. I don't know. I think there's still, I think, 70 whatever days until we get the 90-day pause to expire, which will be, I think it's Wednesday, 9th of July. So between now and then, I'm hoping that there's some sort of resolution, or even if it's just a little clarity, like just a little bit more clear about what's happening with the tariffs.
Yeah, agreed. And what I would say is, yeah, with Trump, he does change like the weather, but I think he knows what he's doing, right? He knows how to play the crowd. And yeah, with China, they're not going to be as easy as some other countries just to roll over, right? They've got a pretty strong internal economy. They got their manufacturing, and I think the world's more reliant on cheap Chinese goods than what China are on us. So yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah, I think strap in your seatbelt. Sometimes like these swings, so with volatility so high, the swings are a lot bigger, and having to adjust to these like 100-point swings. Yesterday, S&P just kept going and going and going. I think there's some hope that the tariffs aren't as bad as people thought on Liberation Day. But yeah, I find, I don't know if you find it as well, but once we got through OPEX and moved towards this week, the opening range trade has kind of cleared up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. So for myself, it would be 4 from 4. The opening range has worked well this week, and hopefully today. So yeah, we'll see what happens now with the news. Obviously, there's some other situations going on which might take his attention. Obviously, India and Pakistan. There seems to be a bit of conflict there at the moment. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, and that could have an effect on some prices. Things like oil and gold. and just leads me into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's trying to do a bit of a revival. Is that right? I haven't checked the price just from what I've read on X. So if we have a quick look at Bitcoin before these markets open.
Yeah, market's about to open any second now. Bitcoin here, this is the last 6 months. So it's trying, I think it is trying to come back, pull a little bit of a comeback here.
Yes, it was down in the 80s, I think, the last time we spoke, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so yeah, no, it's doing well. It's even get past 100K again. So yeah, good news for the crypto bros. Well done.
Yeah.
How about
they're hanging in there.
They've been hanging in for years, so I take my hat off to them. Respect for that. What about Ripple? Should we have a quick look at XRP?
Yeah, let's do that. We do need to get PJ on. I keep mentioning it every single time. I also need to mention those people in the live chat as well. Thank you to everybody who is watching and participating. Feel free to post in the live chat. We appreciate you joining our show today. So XRP is hiding from me now. So I have a section here for crypto, and because we're alive, here we go, XRP. This is XRP last 6 months.
Yes, it's just consolidating. It's just going sideways really at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the next move, once we can break some market structure and see which way XRP goes. But okay. Yeah. But for myself, trading above $1, I'm pretty happy with that for XRP. I think we stuck around between 30 and 50 cents for years, right? So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's another slow move.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see who's in the chat. So first of all, it's me. Look, man, I'm on the TV. Let's go.
You got the first prize. Congratulations.
So we got Life's Nuggets. Let's go. Thanks for joining. You got the Italian keto guy. Hello, Mandela. Hello to you.
Hello,
Asha. Woohoo! So welcome to the show. Good Rosario. Hello there. General Kenobi. If you know the Star Wars reference, if you know, you know. You got what's up? Go long today? Not yet.
A question mark. Yeah, that's a question
so
mark.
We're gonna be waiting for the breakout around, for myself anyway, around 9:45. We got Pegs trading. I made it in today, so welcome to the show. And we got Jerry. Morning, fellas. Good morning, Jerry. Great to have you here.
Yes. Thank you very much, Jerry. Welcome to the show. And everybody, thank you for joining us today on the Friday, 25th of April. We're going to have a good day. I think we're going to have a good day, Andrew. We got the market open about to happen any second now. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up the chart. All right, so markets are officially open.
Let's go.
Let's have some fun.
Okay, so y'all look. Yeah, we got a nice break to the upside on this first minute. So for yourself, Mandela, you're looking to go after 5 minutes as normal?
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to go. If there is an opportunity, I'll take it after the first 5 minutes.
Okay, so I'm going to wait.
But I'm going to be. Yeah, I know you usually wait. Yeah. So let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm going to switch it over to Koifin, so everybody can have a quick look at Koifin, and we'll get the charts prepared. I think we should probably bring somebody on the team who can speak to do like a little news update or something, headline update. Andrew, what do you think?
Yeah, that'd be good. Be a good idea.
So
okay, so here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so not a big gap overnight today.
Yes, we've got the chart there sitting in excitement. Hope you all got your charts ready, looking at your favorite pair or favorite stock. Ready for this open to see how we go.
There we go. Anybody interested in the site that's up on your screen right now? It's called Koifin. Check it out. They provide data. They have various packages, and I just like them for a nice, clean perspective on the market. So check them out, koifin.com. All right, Andrew. So you said you're going to wait until the top of the hour when we get, you're waiting for consumer sentiment, aren't you?
I probably am.
It's caught us out a couple times.
Yeah, it's definitely caught me out about 2 or 3 times. Twice bitten, third time shy, right? So I might wait. We'll see now. Let's have a look what we're doing.
It may be an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah, so I got M5 up to the weekly chart showing an upwards trend. Got M30 showing down at the moment. We've got a pullback on the M30 chart. So I'd like to see the screen green before I make my mind. We got M5, M15's just gone into a downward position as well. So yeah, we got the market bouncing about at the moment.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of weakness to start the day. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of ways to make this like exciting, but trading's not exciting, or it shouldn't be exciting, right? It should be cool, calm, collective. But I've been listening to some of these influencers, traders on X, and it's like they're doing the football commentary, right? Yeah, the price is going, here we go. It's pushed down, price is pushed up, and I just can't do it, to be honest. I think it's in my locker.
I think if you want that rush, if you want that adrenaline, casino's best place to go. I look at it as a business, and I look at it as growing capital. So the more boring, the better. Doesn't make for great TV though.
Yeah, we just have to start talking about some random stuff.
Yeah.
So come on, chat, help us out. Give us some things to talk about. So what's up is saying NQ is stuck at yesterday's close. Okay, I'll have a quick look at the NQ. I don't trade that. I only trade the ES in the futures market. ES every day, or once a day. That's normally my motto. NQ can be a little bit too volatile for myself. Sometimes the way it moves, probably the same as the Russell 2000, right? The RTY. Yeah, so for myself, I just like to trade the ES or the SPX. But yeah, keep the comments coming in. If there's anything you want us to discuss or look at, we can. And I'm just going to quickly find something from yesterday while we're here.
I'm still here just dialing in my my opening range here.
Yeah, just something for the chat to have a quick look at if they got time. Is someone dropped a stock or something yesterday? It's called PLTR.
Is that Palantir?
Yeah, Palantir Technology. So it's gone up from. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so somebody bought a load last week. They bought in at $68 and it's now over 107 and climbing. You're welcome. But they posted a week later, so yeah. Thanks for the foresight. Wish you told us a week earlier. But yeah, that's had a great climb, right? It's
that's
$68
a good one.
to 107. That's pretty good. So yeah, if anyone's in the chat wants to have a look at PLTR, might be worth a look. But it's got a big fair value gap, in fairness, on the daily chart. I wouldn't be surprised if that does retrace, fills that liquidity void before it goes on to his next move up. So yes, that's been, people are looking at that at the moment. And for myself, yeah, we are not yet. We're still. You're gonna go long, right?
Well, if we can stay above the opening range, then that's the rule. I know you usually wait until the first 15 minutes have elapsed. But yeah, I'm having a look here. This is typical above the opening range type of price action. So my rules would say go long or buy a call here. I like to see at least 2-minute candles or 2 1-minute candles, preferably 3 1-minute candles close above. So I'm still waiting for that, but so far I'm going to be teeing up a call, essentially going long for those of you who don't trade options.
Yeah, and for myself, just based off the ATR, we're looking at a profit target of 115 ticks off that first 5-minute candle. So yeah, I'll just be be marking up my charts, keeping an eye on that. So still got the M30 showing a downtrend at the moment. So a little bit mindful. That can be probably a powerful time frame. Naturally, it's just turned green, so the screen is green. So potentially, I'll be taking a long position myself around 9:45. And at the moment, the ATR, which average to true range, looking at 115 ticks.
Who was the person in the chat? Somebody in the live chat said go long today, ?
That was WhatsApp.
Okay.
And WhatsApp ESNQ above
bad.
yesterday's close.
Yeah, yesterday's close is right here. And so far, so good. So far, so good.
So a couple of chats to shout out, Mandela, while we're waiting.
Sure. Oh, yes, Irfan. Irfan, he started trading this week. So all the best on your trading journey, man. And
welcome to the party.
Yeah, welcome.
And we got Asha then. So Asha got into PLTR when it was 2021. It's been nice riding it up. Congratulations. Amazing. That's
great
really
work,
good.
Asha. Great work.
So what's up? ESNQ above yesterday's close. And what's up is NQ at the VWAP. So we're above the opening week VWAP. What VWAP are we looking at? Are we looking at yesterday's close VWAP, or are we looking at the New York Open from today? So I'm interested in VWAP, so if you can let us know what VWAP you're looking at, that'd be great. Okay, let's have a quick look. Okay. So for myself, I'm still looking to go long. I'll take a call at around 9:45. So yeah, from M5 all the way up to the weekly chart, it's all showing an uptrend for myself at the moment. So I can see Mandela's busy scribbling away. To concentrate when you're getting ready, right?
Yeah, in the zone. All right. So looking at this is the 5540 call now. No, this is not financial advice. We need to reiterate that a few times. So nothing that you hear or nothing that we say should be construed as investment advice. Please consult your financial advisor before making any decisions based on topics mentioned in this show.
Yes, 100%. You're responsible for your own account, right? We might take some trades that your analysis or what you're seeing on the chart you might not agree with. So yeah, please don't copy the trades blindly. But if you are going to take a trade, drop it in the chat. Let us know. Let's see what you're looking at, and let us know what strategy. So I know WhatsApp is looking at VWAPs. So something I think I've covered myself in some previous videos I've used for trading. So yeah, if you let us know what VWAP you're using and what your anchor point is, that'd be great.
Getting some more strength here, Andrew. I know this is before you join the party. Usually, you have another 5 minutes, but I am in.
Let's go.
And I want to see if we can continue this sort of green on the screen for today. Let's have a quick look at Koifin as well. So a couple of this is like the opposite, almost the opposite of our last show. Green on the screen. We got materials are up 2%. Consumer discretionary is up. Healthcare is up. So far, so good. To start this Friday, 25th of April. I was kind of in a zone just a moment ago, so apologies for that. I see the live chat is very lively again today.
Yeah, so no, it's great. And it's great we're starting to get some numbers. So just you guys in the chat, we do really appreciate it, and the people that are watching. It is appreciated, and just helps us with the show and the algorithm just to get it out there and what we're doing. But like I've said before, we will try to bring you more live shows in the week if that's what you'd like. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in what people are looking at on the open, what strategies you're using. So we got WhatsApp using a VWAP, got myself and Mandela using the opening range. I don't know if we got any ICT traders in the chat, or if you just got any just technical analysis traders or Fibonacci traders. That'd be great.
Yeah, I got stopped out. Just a quick update. I got stopped out on that trade. So got stopped out at break even. So I'm going to have a look again. See if we can get another entry in here. But yeah, stopped out at break even on the first trade of the day. And that happens. Part of the business is being able to take losses and or expenses, as we call them. And today is no different. So on to the next trade, onward and upward. Let's see here. Okay, so we're back. Technically, we're back down, still above yesterday's close, but seeing a little bit more red at the moment. So I know a lot of people trade individual names. For me, I mean, I think it's personal preference. If you like to trade individual names, I know, for example, Google had earnings yesterday, last night after the close. But I prefer to go more for the indexes. It's a little easier in terms of just focusing on one thing and doing it really well. So it looks like we just touched the previous close, yesterday's close, and so far it's holding up nicely after that little test. Let's see. Andrew, you're about to be active in the next minute or so.
Yeah, so at the moment the price is still trading between the opening range, so I'll be looking for a breakout. Quite mindful it's a Friday, so do I just jump into the trade or do I wait for the retest? We could see a breakout and a pullback. That could be my opportunity to enter. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on this. What we got, so just under 1 minute, and then I'll just be marking up the chart. So I mark up the chart long and short positions, so I don't decide one way or the other. I just look for the breakout of the high or the low, and then potentially that's the way I'm going to trade. So I'll share my screen once it's done. Yeah, that's what I'm calling engulfing bearish candle, right? So I don't know if we got that on the screen, but
are you using a 5 minute?
Yeah, so on the 5 minute, yeah, if you look at that, right?
Yeah,
that's a big push down. So yeah, potentially I wouldn't be surprised if the next candle is bearish as well, and we might test that opening range low. Yeah, we just opened below the 9 moving average as well. So yeah, interesting. We could see a push down.
Yeah.
Whatever I say is going to do the opposite anyway, because we're live on YouTube. So
that's how it works. Reminder, in 15 minutes, we get United States. It's called the Michigan Consumer Sentiment in 15 minutes. So anybody who's playing along at home, be aware, especially if you are in a trade or about to enter a trade. We got T-minus 15 minutes before United States Michigan Consumer Sentiment is to be released. Looks like it's holding up. So we're still green on the day. This previous close would, if we're above it, we're green for the day. So slightly green for the day. Let's see how we move. I keep forgetting today is Capital Preservation Friday. So preserving capital is the name of the game today.
Yeah, so I've just marked up the chart, so I'll share my screen.
Yeah, go for it. There you go.
Quickly show you what I'm looking at.
Where did it go? There you go.
Yeah, so yeah, my strategy is pretty simple, right? So I'm looking at the first 15 minutes of the opening range. And what I'm looking to do then, it's normally around about 10 ticks above, right, just in case we get a false breakout. And then if we get the breakout either way, I might have a looking to go long for about 113 ticks, or I'm looking to go short. So it's a super simple strategy. And yeah, I just got the opening range high and low marked in. And yeah, we're pushing down at the moment. What I'd like to see is a strong push through the opening range. So if the price just tests it by a couple of ticks, not really looking to get in the trade. I'd like to see a nice strong, bullish or bearish candle push to that opening range before I'm looking to take the trade. So yeah, for myself, yeah, we're looking at about 113. And yeah, we can adjust that. So yeah, just what I was speaking about, you can see the price pushed down. It just tapped the opening range and then rejected and it's pushing back up. So a lot of traders would make the mistake that the minute it pushes that line, they would jump into the trade, right? And then right now you'd be in a loss. So I'd like to see a strong push through the opening range and then looking to take the trade on the next candle. But so even if the price just pushes through by a couple of ticks, I'm not looking to take the trade. I want to see some and H4 still showing an upward trend, but
Are you still with us, Andrew? I think we may have lost him.
I'm still here, yeah.
Okay, good.
I was on mute.
No problem.
Yeah, so we can just see, we're just testing the opening low. It's not clearly breaking through. I won't be looking to take a trade unless we have a clear break through that low. And I'll be looking to take the trade on the next candle.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the first touch, because I think, especially if you haven't seen the strategy before and you see the price just quickly touch the opening range and then reverse, some people can be a little bit anxious and want to be a little too keen to jump in.
Yeah, so
but like you said,
a mistake I've made myself plenty of times when I was learning the strategy. Yeah, the minute it touched that line, I'd be jumping in straight away. And then, the price would be acting as resistance or support, and then I'd be getting stopped out. So just looking at your chart now, we seem to be you can just see it's just teasing with that opening low. So yeah, not looking to jump in at the moment. I want a good clear push through the opening range before I take the trade.
Yeah. Let's have a quick look at the 15. It was a good call as well on the engulfing. So it's just a little bit of patience that it takes here as we see a bit of a fight between the longs and the shorts. Let's see who's going to win here.
Okay, and I think the shorts are going to win it, right? It's okay. We just price open below the opening range. Let's see what it can do now. It wasn't much of a breakthrough, right? If you look at the full body of the red candle, yeah, you can see we're talking like maybe one tick, half a tick, if that. So, I'd be mindful to take that trade. I'd be cautious to take that trade, and you can just see now the price is actually starting to go green. So for myself, just looking at, yeah, it wasn't much of a push through, right? Definitely like to see more of that, especially on the way I've got my chart marked up. So I got it marked on the 15.
Yeah, I'm seeing what initially looked like it could be an upward breakout reversing, and I think this is a good sort of teaching moment where you have to be flexible. You can't fall in love with a trade. So you have to be able to say, if the price is not going to break out above the opening range, then I'm willing to get in on the short side. And it's not easy. A lot of people, I think, have the difficulty of saying, if you think it's going to go up, then that's it. Like I'm stuck on long for the day. And I think that's where a lot of traders kind of find that they get stuck, and you have to be flexible if you're doing this sort of these sorts of trades.
Yeah, definitely. Got to be fluid in your approach to trading. And just to go, Jerry's saying here, he's just summarized it perfect. 5-minute candle close and retest the breakout. Been great confirmation. And 100%, Jerry, that's what I've been doing myself. In the past, a little bit of inexperience. The minute it's hit the opening range, I've been hitting that buy or sell button. But yeah, I've been doing what you suggested there. And yeah, it works well. So yes, that's a great comment. Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah, really value the insights in the chat. I think it's all about learning together and a community, everybody kind of coming together. We don't have all the answers, and it's great to get feedback as we're doing this real time. So yeah, thanks. Thank you very much, Jerry.
Yeah, so yeah, that's great. Yeah, so I'll be looking to go short on the next candle if it carries on like this. It looks like it's going to open below the opening range. Hoping it doesn't push down too much. That's going to reduce my profit target. But yeah, let's see what we can do now. So just over 2 minutes. I'm tempted to enter now. What do we do? I think I'm going to wait.
Now remember we have that landmine, a potential landmine or a potential nothing burger in about 7 minutes. Just keep that in mind as well. Could be nothing.
Yeah. So I'm just looking over on wealth charts, and they're actually they were saying the first, so 9:35 they've indicated a buy zone, but that might be invalidated now with this candle. But you're right, with the nothing burger, that burger's given me indigestion the last couple of months. So I think I'm gonna wait.
Okay, there we go. It looks like maybe this could be some traders getting their positions in before the consumer sentiment. So they're just trying to front run it a bit. Possibly.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to wait for a retest of that opening range. So I'm taking Jerry's advice. Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take that advice. And if I miss the trade, if I miss the move, I miss the move. But I'm going to wait for a retest.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be late and right than early and have an expense.
Yeah, exactly that. I think I'd rather miss a trade than hit a stop. But I do kick myself. I think I missed a trade on Wednesday. And it was a runner as well. And I was like, yeah. I'm trying to think of the word because our audience is not from Wales. But a Welsh word for angry or fuming would be tamping. And I was tamping. So, yeah.
I'm going to use that. Tamping.
Tamping. Yes, proper Welsh expression for being angry.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, so Welsh 101 with Andrew. Let's learn Wenglish. So,
That's what we could do, like in between, like while we're waiting for trades and stuff, we can do like the Welsh words of the day or something like that.
We could do that, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're learning many different
I'll
things.
give you all the hard ones to say, like correctly.
Yeah, no, I can't do that one.
Okay. Right, so we're opening below the opening range. No, not yet. I'm going to sit on my hands. Jerry's got me thinking. And we have got that news at 3 o'clock. So yeah, we're going to wait. I can see you scribbling away. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I'm trying to... so what I've found recently is if I'm journaling as I'm trading, I'm less likely to pull the trigger at the wrong time. So yeah, I'm trying to get my thoughts out of my head, Andrew, basically. Trying to get the thoughts out of my head. Just quickly looking at what is moving. So Tesla's green. We got Google earnings yesterday. So anybody who is a Google trader or likes big tech, 3% to the good is Goog for today so far. Meta's also up. Nvidia's green. Broadcom's also green. So little bit of green spots throughout the heat map today. Still early, as we say, this is still the first 26 minutes of the day. Anything's possible later on, but I know a lot of you in the live chat and who are watching the replay do like trading individual stocks, and so this kind of gives you a broad picture of what's moving and what's working today.
Okay, so
are you waiting? You're waiting, right?
I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm taking Jerry's advice. So we just retested
Okay,
the opening range. So if the next candle will be 3 o'clock, next candle opens below that opening range, I might go short for about 113 ticks.
Okay.
So yeah, just go back to what Jerry said. You can see the price broke the opening range. It's actually pulled back, retested the opening range low, and is starting to push down again. I might miss this move, but yeah, it's looking good at the moment. Yeah, let's see what 3 o'clock brings. So yeah, the Michigan has caught me out the last 2 months. I sat the third month out. That was when I was in Madrid. It actually moved in our favor.
Yeah, I think we didn't really have it on the radar because I don't think it comes up on every single economic calendar. But yeah, it's here. It's this one. What's this one here? Consumer confidence, consumer sentiment. Sorry, it's got 2 stars underneath it, but we like to keep an eye on this one. It's a bit tricky.
Yeah, it's moved the ES for me, especially on the 5-minute chart. Like I say, the last couple of months, so I'm just mindful of it. And yeah, but it's not showing on TradingView, so I was checking the calendar on TradingView, and it's not there. So I'll check my settings just to make sure I got all the 2-star events showing. So just under 2 minutes, we could see a pullback when we get that announcement, and then I'll be looking to go short if we break the opening range again. So how's everyone doing in the chat? Is anyone trading? Is anyone in? What are we trading? And we got Rahit with, yo! What's up, Rahit? Rahat? Or Rahit? And we got Pegs trading. Front running trades is risky business. Yeah, absolutely.
That is very true. That is very, very true.
Yeah, we got some golden nuggets in the chat, right? Some really good advice being dropped. So thanks for that, guys. And I'm taking it all on board as I'm waiting to go short. So we're going to retest the opening range again by the looks of it, or the opening range low, and potentially in just under 1 minute, I'm looking to go short. But let's see what this news delivers now. So I might swap over to my chart, Mandela, on the news.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you can pop it up now, so we're ready. There you go. Still got I'm showing in the next 30 seconds or so. We should see something happening. There we go.
So yeah, you can just see on my chart. Yeah, so I always like trade. I think it's about 20 ticks above the opening range, high and low, just to make sure we don't get any false breakouts. And yeah, I seem to be holding around this position. So okay, here comes the news.
Gapped up. Nice gap. So retested the opening range low. For the 5 minute anyway.
So I'm looking to jump in. Just looking at this candle. If people understand the candlesticks, you can. I'm not actually. Yeah, just looking at this candlestick here, you can just see there's no wick on the bottom. That normally means an end of a movement for me. You can see here, there's like no wick on this candle. Yeah, so sometimes that can indicate an end of a movement. So we could. Okay, just gonna wait, but we'll see now where this price opens in the next 5 minutes. So action-packed, 5 minutes at a time.
I was a little worried Michigan consumer sentiment was going to disappoint.
Yeah, like I said, it's caught me out the last few times. And yeah, it would have caught me out again, right? So if I had jumped in here like I normally would, yeah, just look how close we are to our stop. So let me just put that there. So normally I would have jumped in here, and you can see we're not far away from our stop loss at all.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to go green again for the day. If we continue with this post-consumer sentiment momentum, we could go green for the day, just 3-4 points away from that.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is probably not going to see this trade on air, but what I'm going to do is put some alerts on these levels, and I'm probably going to wait for another breakout either way. I'll wait for the retest, then take the trade. So I'm not going to be rushing to trade today.
Yeah.
I want some confirmation today. And yeah, that's the power of the Michigan news, right? You've just seen that, and yeah, it's caught me out a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm glad that we flagged that. Hopefully, those of you who are watching live were able to see the impact of the news on the price. So we were basically heading down before the news broke, and then we got that gap. Andrew can show the gap there, and now we're looking like we've reversed basically. I'm gonna have a quick look at what the news was, what the Michigan numbers were. So it looks like it was. Thank you very much. Looks like it was a 47.3, so just slightly better than expected. So good news. Looks like it's good for markets, at least initially. And it will be this one here. That's the guy. That's the one. So yeah, slightly better than expected from Michigan Consumer. This one, sorry. 52.2. And the expectation was 50.8. So yeah, I do think it's worth keeping an eye on, especially the news impact, the news that impacts the price. And I think that comes with screen time, with watching prices day in, day out, and seeing what news impacts the markets the most.
Yeah, I'm just going to put a little...
It would be nice to take a trade today, but I think the show before, so the second last show, we didn't have any opportunities. It was just chopping around, didn't really move much. So we were patient. At least it didn't move much for the first 2 hours of the day when we were on. All right. I'm just gonna quickly give a. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just stuck a note on the screen. It's not 100% right, but sometimes if you get no wick on your candle, sometimes you can signal the end of that run of the price. Something I've noticed myself, and if you look into your candlesticks, G charts, you can actually see that on there. And again, we just opening above that opening range low. So, but like I say, we live on YouTube. So the price is going to do the opposite, right? It's just going to smash through that candle now. So,
well,
yeah, potentially
I think. Yeah. I think being a little superstitious is healthy.
Yeah, okay, we're opening below the low, so okay, this is interesting.
We could just get a choppy day. I mean, at least a choppy start to the day, even though we're in the silver bullet. The silver bullet time of the day. We'll see. Capital Preservation Friday.
Yes, so I'm probably going to jump off in a couple of minutes. A couple of things to do. I'm probably just going to set some alerts on my chart. So let me just set an alert. And yeah, I'll come back to this if... Yeah, so these prices sort of get me interested if I'm going to take a trade. Lots of liquidity at 5484. So Jerry here. So
5484. Yeah, that's good to know, Jerry. That's good to know.
Jump out on the chart.
Yeah, 5484. I can put that. Here we go. 5484. So yeah, that's pretty much. That's the previous close. So that's where we closed yesterday. yesterday's closing price. So that could act as a magnet, basically drawing the price towards it. And then interesting to see if we can follow through above it.
Okay, right. I'm gonna make my apologies. I need to leave.
Not to worry.
And
not to worry.
I'll drop you WhatsApp later. I'll give you a call.
Yeah. Everything okay? Everything's good.
Yeah, all good.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
So thanks, chat. I really appreciate the input. Some really good advice there. So yeah, thanks all, and I'll see you all next week. Okay, thanks, Mandela. I'll catch you later.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Thank you, Andrew. All right, I'm gonna try and stay on a bit more. Let's see if we can get some movement. I know Jerry's highlighted some key price levels for us. So it looks like we've just broken through that. Great call. Liquidity, that liquidity grab, some people call it. Now, do we get some follow through momentum here? All right, if we do continue higher, I'm going to be looking at getting a call. Remember, not financial advice. Please remember you're responsible for your decisions. Yeah, we had a change of tune after that Michigan sentiment data, and we went from red to green. Let's see if we can hold up here. It'd be interesting to see. What else do we have? Let's have a quick look at the chat. Okay, so talking about Palantir in the chat. So we got a message here from Andrew Trott. Thank you, Andrew. I think we were talking about, I can't remember exactly what that was, but he was in favor of what we were discussing at that particular point. Jerry was talking about the retest, which was key. And yeah, we got that last message there from Jerry talking about liquidity. We're at it now. We've pretty much hit it and followed through slightly on that liquidity that Jerry called out, 54.84. So a little bit of patience here is what we need. Let's delete that. Be nice if we can get this candle to close above the opening range. That will be a great sign. And we'll be looking to get a call. This is a message from Andrew Trott Francis. More live streams. Yes. Okay. Now that makes sense. Got you. Thank you, Drew. I couldn't remember what it was in regards to, but yeah, more live streams. We are working on that. It's not the easiest thing to schedule a live chat, a live stream, and to also trade. But if the demand is there, the requests are there, then we will definitely work on that. So thank you very much. So lots of great people in the live chat. We have Life Nuggets. I believe that's JB. We have Giuseppe. We have Asha, Rosario. I think what's up is Ash. Pegs Trading. Of course, Jerry Soltis is in the live chat as well with the levels. He's the technician, the expert. We got Elias Adraki, the actor, aka Irfan, aka the next biggest trader. We also have Asha, and Andrew Trott is also in the live chat, and Raz as well. So looks like follow through here. The strategy is very, very simple. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but promise you the strategy is very simple. If we can continue and remain above this sort of shaded black line, then we will be looking to get a call on the S&P 500. I'm just going to update my levels here because when I'm on YouTube, it's a little difficult to catch all the levels. So this one would be the pre-market high. So 55.26.7. Okay, here we go. 55.26.7. Here we go. So that was the pre-market high. That could be a good target if we can continue up there for today. Let's lock this. All right, so far so good. Bit of a whipsaw start to the day, but that will only confuse and scare away those who are impatient. So more green on the screen, looking good. We are green for the day, which is a great sign for calls. And we're going to have a look now at a call. Remember, not financial advice. I cannot reiterate that enough. Please remember you're responsible for your decisions. This is for educational purposes only. All right, so looking like we're having a go at the highs of the day. So current high of the day would have been this guy here in the first 15 minutes. And if we can break above that, so basically climb and maintain above this, then I think it's smooth sailing, sort of back up to towards the pre-market high, maybe stopping off on the way. Let's see. Just having a quick look at the options chain as the price teeters around here a little. Okay, looks like it's taking a little bit of a pause. Returning back to opening range high. So we're gonna just have a look at what else is happening elsewhere in the market. So looks like we have Bitcoin on there. NASDAQ is the outperformer. Sorry, this is Dow Jones, S&P, and this is Bitcoin. There we go. So all pretty much positive for the day, which is a good sign. Materials are leading the charge, up 2.2%. Consumer discretionary as well as a sector. Healthcare is doing well, followed by communications, and then technology also doing fairly well today. Let's have a quick look back. So looks like it wants to bounce. We haven't closed back inside of the opening range yet. So that's a promising sign. All right, let's see if we can follow through here. So S&P 500 currently up 8 points for the day. That's 0.15%. Currently at 54.92. As it looks like it's going to revisit inside the opening range here. Looks like a test of patience today. Gonna have a quick look at Twitter. just to see. You need to always keep your fingers on the pulse these days, especially the last few weeks. Nothing major here, nothing major happening. We got a message here from Rosario. It's going green. It's going green. Well, it's pulling back. It's pulling back here. You identify the hammer. The hammer candle is a classic. What's up is saying NQ was pushing up. I have a feeling that push up may have stalled a little bit. Let's see. So if we want to have a quick look at Bitcoin, that's Bitcoin there. Bitcoin's doing well. Let's have a quick look at NASDAQ. Back inside the APAC zone. So still possible that we continue higher. Little bit of back and forth. Sometimes this is when I would get up and take a little walk, go do some exercise. But looks like we're spending a little bit of time outside the opening range here. So the last few trading days, Monday, Tuesday, parts of Wednesday, there's been some really nice tradable swings. And today, looks like we're getting a little bit of the opposite of that. A little bit of back and forth, choppiness, up and down. Not really a whole lot of excitement. We did end up getting a push to that liquidity level that was highlighted by Jerry, 54.84. Looks like we may be heading back towards that, possibly again a second time to test it from the top. But we will see. If the price continues inside the opening range, then I'm probably going to pack it up and go and head to the gym, do a little bit of exercise. But let's see. Let's give it a little bit more time. We're still, 50 minutes? First 50 minutes of the trading day behind us. So still possible that we do get a bit of a move a little bit later. All right. So I do want to just quickly mention that we have some news that's coming up. So coming soon, we will be featuring one of the market wizards, Jason Shapiro. We have an interview with Jason Shapiro, and that's going to be in the next few weeks. So please keep an eye out on our YouTube channel. Really looking forward to sharing this interview with the community. Jason Shapiro was featured in Jack Schwager's Market Wizards. He's a contrarian investor, and we sit down with him, pick his brain, and go through a lot of his tips and tricks, some of his secrets. He's got a wealth of knowledge, and he's seen a lot in terms of his experience with markets. So flopping again. So moving down back towards opening range low. Is that Andrew back?
Yes, we're back. Okay. Yeah, done what I needed to do. Okay, so yeah, we got to push up that opening range high, and we can just see it rejected around there. So at the moment, the price just seems to be consolidating within that opening range. So nothing concrete for myself yet. Just looking at the multi-charts, everything's green apart from the M30. So the M30's having a bit of a pullback. So yeah, got those levels marked up, got those alerts marked on my chart, potentially if I'm going to take a trade. But I'll be honest, I can't see it within the next 10 minutes. So yeah, this could be a little bit drawn out. This is a good example of no traceable action.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great comment by Justin. Yeah, totally agreed. So we can see a couple of fake outs from the opening range. Yeah, so a few traders went long, and then I can imagine a few went short before that Michigan news as well. And yeah, we're pushing down again. So yeah, it might be Capital Preservation Friday for me, and I might just turn everything off. We'll see now. Let's see what we get. Oh, we're getting a push down as I speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's any news that's come out. Nothing that I can see so far, but
okay, and that's a good push.
Yeah, that's
good
actually
push through.
Yeah, I hear some alerts going off there.
Yeah, that's me. Okay, so
you came back just in time.
It looks like, yeah. Let me just knock that alert off. Okay, so that's the sort of momentum I'm looking through to push through the opening range. I just hope it doesn't dip too much, otherwise I'm gonna miss the move.
Yeah, we're at a new low for the day.
Okay, so potentially on the next candle, I'm gonna take that short position for around 100 ticks.
Let's see, fresh lows for the day. I don't like shorting at the lows of the day. It's just a pet peeve of mine, but let's see. It just could cut through it like a hot knife through butter.
And yeah, potentially I've missed my entry level, unless we should get a pullback to that opening low.
Let's see, it's getting a bit of a bounce. Yeah, that's the previous week's high. So last week's high is here, and then that was the June 2024 close, sitting around where those lows were. We just basically reversed or bouncing off of. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's a huge down candle. I'm gonna see if I can. Not sure what caused that. If it was just no news at all, but
yeah. So potentially I mean, go short on the next candle. I think I am mindful. Yeah, I'm unsure. Yeah, I think we're getting fake outs, like was said in the chat.
Yeah, that was a good spot by Justin. Yeah, not a real tradable day today, and that's okay. The last few days have been really good tradable days, and I think the key today is to protect our capital as much as possible. So basically, we don't want to give back the profits that we've made Monday through Thursday today. Let's see. I don't know if we make it back all the way to the opening range low here, Andrew. But let's see if we do the 5 minute. Yeah. I mean, the strict sense of the rule is if the S&P is below the opening range, then we want to get short. And so we broke here. So essentially the rules are saying short is the way to be.
Yeah, so I've just taken a short position.
There you go.
Just quickly scrambling for a markup. I don't want to be.
I am still on the sidelines.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch this for a minute.
I agree. I've only gone two contracts. I've gone pretty low, so I think stops around $220. So we'll see. But yeah, I've taken that short position.
Well done. Well done.
Just marking everything up right now as we speak. Okay. Let's tidy up his chart.
All right, I'm gonna look at a put here as well.
Yeah, so just for myself, just quickly talk through the rationale, right? So yeah, we got a nice strong breakthrough of the opening range low, price open below the opening range low, and I've gone in for around 100. Let me have a quick look. It's about 115 ticks. So yeah, and you can just see my entry here with a little dartboard. Okay, and at the moment, yeah, we're just running $75 profit, so that's okay. Probably looking at around 250 profit, 250 loss. So yeah, let's just see this one play out. The white line I've marked in here, this is 75% of my profits, and what I do, if we hit this level, I'll drag my stop loss down into break even.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So what I'd like to see a little break structure of this long wick here. Yeah, and if we can break that, we should get a push down. So yeah, let's just see how this candle plays out. Just over 2 minutes to go. And yes, finally. But yeah, I do agree. We could be seeing some false breakout. But for myself, on the M5, on the futures chart, you can see we had the breakout here. We got the news. We didn't break the opening range high over 15 minutes for myself. Yeah, so I didn't get a false breakout to the upside. And yeah, we tested once. We're testing twice now. So hopefully we can get that push down. I'd like to see this long wick broken here, preferably on the next candle. Okay, so we're running 120 in profit at the moment. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, I wanted to just see us break that previous wick. And just over a minute to go. So are you looking at Mandela? You looking to go short?
Yeah, I'm looking to get a put here and continue to follow this momentum lower. That's the idea here. Just like to see if we can close below this. What was that? Yesterday's, last week's high. So if we can make a fresh new low for the day, and close towards those lows, then I'm looking at getting in. On the upside, maybe we get back to perhaps get back to the open of this 5-minute candle, or this is the pre-market low.
Yeah, some great advice from Ashley. Not every day is a winning trading day. Key is not to panic. Yeah, 100%. That's great advice. Thanks, Ashley. So just looking at my candlestick cheat sheet, that's looking like a bearish candle, right?
Yes, it is. I actually have a cheat sheet that you gifted me right in front of me as well.
Yeah, I'm using the same one.
So yeah,
Timo special.
Yeah, it is a very handy cheat sheet. Looks like on the 5-minute, that would be a bearish candle again. And I'm not really liking this. I'm not really liking this, Andrew. I think I'm gonna sit this one out at least for the next 30 minutes or so. But yeah, great post from Ashley. It's very true. Not every day is a tradable day. Not every day is a day when your strategy is gonna work. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of so that's false breakout, false breakout, false breakout. Both sides of the opening range. Yeah, I personally, I don't like to trade on choppy days, and I'm gonna just continue talking because it's working. Whatever I'm saying.
Yeah, please keep saying the price is going up, right? Let's
You're
have a quick
welcome.
look where we're
You're
at.
welcome.
So yeah, just bank busting 140 so far. So I'll be quite happy with that. What we're looking at around 280. So let's see if that price can get down to the white line. That's 75% of my profit target. Once the price gets to that white line here, I'm looking to get this stop down into break even, come what may.
What was your white line target? What's the target?
So that's 75%. So
Nice.
from my entry to my take profit, that's 75%. So what I'll do then is, get to break even if we can get down here, right?
Yeah.
So price is a little bit undecided at the moment. So let's see which way this candle closes out. So got a little bit to go yet.
Got a message here from Life's Nuggets. Do you think the market is exhausted from the crazy week? Possibly. We had a lot of big swings during the week based off of news. So it is very possible that we're taking a bit of a breather, taking a little bit of a exhaustion break, and maybe that continues for the rest of the day. We'll have to see, but it's very possible.
Not like in this candle. I'm probably going to get that stop into a break even, and I'll call it a day then. So I'm just going to quickly move this down to around here. So I think I'll be about $5, right? But I'm just not like in the way this candle's moving at the moment.
Yep.
Downward momentum seems to have stopped, and we could be seeing a reversal here. Probably going to retest the opening range, push down lower, but I can always re-enter later on. But at the moment, not really liking the look of that candle.
Yeah, it would be great if we knew which days we're gonna get the momentum, so we could schedule our shares around those days. But I think this shows the reality of trading. It's these sorts of days that really build character, and you don't see these that often in terms of the highlight reels. These days don't usually make the highlight reels. But it's part of the reality.
Yeah, so we covered, can always re-enter later on if we retest that opening range low, and that acts as some sort of resistance, right? We can look at re-entering, but yes, at the moment, so I just didn't like the look of this candle, the way it started to reverse, and we can just see now that's going to be a bullish candle, right? So we could see.
Yeah. We could be back to the opening range again. Yeah. And I think that's it goes back to the message from Justin earlier. Just fake outs. It seems like at least this period of the day is a lot of fake outs back and forth. So let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, so I'm out $15.
Okay.
Yeah, the chart's starting to turn green actually. So only M15, M30 are actually in a pullback. So I think I am done for the day. Probably just gonna sit on my hands. It's typical now. The price will reverse and go into TP, but we saved a little bit of capital, and we live to trade another day.
Yeah. That's the main thing. I think being able to, survive the long term. We're in this for the long term. We're not doing this to break any records today. And I think a lot of it is just the discipline and being able to say, okay, strategies doesn't work well on days like this with this sort of price move, and let's wait for a day when it does work. And as we were saying, this week was really, really good. I think Monday to Thursday, really good swings after we had our packs last week. It would have been last week Thursday because of the Good Friday holiday. So you take the positives, and it's good. I think a great example of the fact that the market doesn't trend every day. And you have to have a strategy, and at least apply the strategy that you have, so that you are trading on the days when your strategy works best. That's a message from Life's Nuggets. Do you think the market? Yes. Yeah, I think we said yes to that. So looks like Tesla's on the move. Tesla had earnings earlier this week. I'm gonna see if I can pop it up. PQRS. Here we go. What's the next one? Ashley. We just popped that up for Tesla. Trump tariff announcements usually lead to a drop. Q2 when the tariffs take effect may potentially lead to more dips, especially in tech, maybe oil. Very wise words. Very wise words. Days like this, would stop loss be advisable when putting in an option? Absolutely. I like to use stop losses all the time. I know there are some people that don't use them at all, and that's, I think, personal preference. But if the option that I'm buying is going to cost more than $400, then I'm going to put a stop loss in it.
I read something
that's important
from some trader on X earlier. Actually, he said the stop loss is your red light to stop. If you don't stop the red light, you could be going head on into a smash, right? So I'm the same. I like to use a stop. I also like to move the price into break even. And if I just miss out on the price, I miss out. But yeah, I like to try and preserve capital as best I can. And last one from Life's Nuggets. Love the thought process. Patience is key. 100%. And that's something I've had to learn myself over the last year. I'm not the most patient of people, but some good coaching and chats with Mandela, and patience is getting better for sure. So yeah, patience is key, 100%.
Thank you, Andrew. And sometimes I need a reminder as well. So thank you to everybody who is in the live chat and sharing the gems. The positive energy is definitely safely and thankfully received. Thank you everybody for watching. Andrew, I think I'm probably gonna call it. I'm gonna call it for today. Oh, Tesla.
Yeah,
sorry, somebody was just mentioning Tesla. So it is on the move today. I think there was some news Elon Musk is going to be reducing his government duties next month, and Tesla seems to like that. Tesla stock seems to like that.
Okay, yeah, I'm the same. I'm gonna head off. So yeah, thanks all, thanks chat. Hopefully we'll see you all next week. Of course, any pairs you're trading, any stocks, any Forex pairs, let us know. We can have a look into them. But for ourselves, we normally trade in the S&P or the ES on future. But thanks again. Really appreciate the support, and I'll see you all next week.
Thank you very much, Andrew. From all of us here at Signature FX, please remember today is Capital Preservation Friday. There are going to be days when your strategy doesn't work well, and you have to be able to press pause and wait for the days when it does work well, or the times when it does work well. So today was a great example of that. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you all, God willing, next week, Friday. Take care and happy trading.
Today's show is sponsored by thefivers.com, better funding for traders. Get qualified by private equity fund and manage up to $4 million. So you can choose your funding journey. So you can start with the one-step program, which is hyper growth, two-step program, which is the high stakes, and the low-cost program, which is the boot camp. So pop over to thefivers.com. Please use our affiliate link for 5% off, and it's a great way to start your prop firm journey. Next to ourselves, it's TradeZella.com, the only tool you need to become profitable. So you've got powerful and automated trade journaling. Yeah, you can analyze your trading stats. You can gain some key insights. You can leverage up to 50 plus reports to monitor your progress. You can ask yourself a question after a week or two: do you have a profitable strategy? So you can go through your win rates, your profit factor, how many trades you actually missed. And you can even take it one step further. You can backtest, replay to help you improve. So pop over to TradeZella.com. Use the discount code SFX25 for a 10% discount. And finally, then it's STX4X.com, the all-in-one complete trading package. Perfectly crafted trading program that meets all the needs of traders. So from Forex, futures, options, and more, STS4X provides mentorship and trading systems to suit every trader. So we got the all-in-one package there with this morning's sponsor. So thanks very much to thefivers.com, TradeZella.com and STS4X.com.